Okay. Today, I'm bringing you a very exciting video because I'm sure you've heard about many ways to make money with photography, but you may be a bit discouraged because those ways to make money with photography are more focused on professionals. And maybe you are a beginner and you don't know how to make money as a beginner because you don't have quality enough yet. But don't worry, I've got you today because after 15 years as a photographer and creative director, living in different countries and now traveling a lot, I do have more than 8 ideas to make money with photography. But today I'm gonna focus in just 8 because I'm not going anywhere. I share weekly videos here on my channel and I'm gonna keep them coming on a weekly basis. And this being said, let's jump into the first way to make money as a photographer, even if you are a beginner. If you are a beginner, most likely you don't have a portfolio or you don't have a very extensive portfolio and you lack of confidence as well because nobody talks about this, and I know when you are a beginner it's very hard to start because you don't have confidence enough to shoot with people and to shoot with clients. You are probably terrified because this happens to all of us when we start. The first way to make money with photography, and I want you to look at, is to offer your photography services to friends and family first. Why do I say this? Because working with them, you're gonna be able to get confidence and you're gonna be able to practice a lot as well. You can offer to take portrait photography, group photos, maybe in events like anniversaries or birthday parties, and you're gonna be able to build a portfolio. You're gonna practice with your camera, and because they're friends and family, you're not gonna be that intimidated. You're gonna get confidence, and this is key. You want to become a professional photographer, and guess what? They're gonna bring you referrals. Word of mouth, I always say this on my channel, is very powerful, and also because they're friends and family, they're gonna support you many times and they're gonna pay you something, even if it's a little bit, and even if you feel you don't deserve the money. You deserve the money, okay? Because it's work, even if you are a beginner, but they're gonna be very happy to support you a little bit. So this is key for you to earn confidence as a photographer and grow and network. The second way to make money with photography, and I really want you to focus on, because it did help me a lot when I moved from Spain to London and I had 0 clients and 0 contacts, it's to participate in local events or markets. This is all about networking. Go out there, attend events in museums, exhibitions, nightlife events, daytime events, concerts, you name it. When I started to go out in London, I started to meet so many people, and I was going out with my camera many times to take photos, getting paid very little, but then people were seeing me with my camera. I was talking to people, saying loud I was a photographer. So then I was getting so many gigs in night events, till the point I pushed them away because I don't enjoy that much taking photos in night events anymore. And then, because people got to know me and I met so many DJs, producers and promoters, I started to take artist press shots, which is what I do the most, and I love it. And all came because I was going out there and I was networking with many people. If you don't go out there with your camera, nobody's gonna know you are a photographer and you are looking for work. And then the third one. This one is gonna give you so much knowledge. You're gonna be able to learn a lot, and at the same time, you're gonna be able to network like crazy. And networking, as I said, is super powerful as well. So this one would be to assist professional photographers in your area. You can offer them your services as an intern, as a second shooter, so you will be getting paid, and you're gonna be able to learn a lot from the photographers, and you're gonna get their network as well, because most likely they're gonna need you more often. You're gonna meet a makeup artist or another photographer. Go out there and ask professional photographers to help them out, or ask them to be a second shooter. For example, in wedding photography, it's super normal to have a second shooter, so that way the first photographer, the main photographer, doesn't miss out on shots. So being a second photographer, it's amazing. You're gonna get paid and you're gonna learn and you're gonna grow. The fourth way to make money with photography. If you are not new here, you know about this already because I do have a full playlist on my channel explaining you exactly step by step how you have to do it, but that would be stock photography, okay? Sell your photos in stock photography. I sold photos to Apple, to Booking.com, to Fujifilm Europe, to huge companies, and you may be intimidated because you think that you don't have quality enough. Let me tell you that I did sell amazing photos, yes, of course, but I also sold photos of trash in the beach taken with my phone, okay? Because I tagged the photos accordingly in the website, tagging the keywords climate change and pollution. And if someone needs a photo of trash in the beach, they're gonna buy it. Because magazines or many websites, they need content to support their articles. So don't think you have to be incredibly good to sell your photos in stock photography. So I'm gonna put the playlist somewhere here and below, because in that playlist you're gonna learn everything about the stock photography from beginner to pro. And I promise you, if you follow everything I tell you in those videos, you're gonna be able to sell photos and you're not gonna waste your time. Because I always say this, don't expect to take photos from hard drives, upload them and make money. No, you have to know what to shoot and you have to know the demand. If you shoot things that are on demand and the websites tell you what you have to shoot, you're gonna sell your photos and big companies gonna buy your photos, so that's recognition for you, and then you're gonna get money as well and passive income, because once you do the job and you upload the photos, those pictures are gonna sell. Again, check that playlist later, because if you want to get into it, I even have videos about how you have to edit your photos to sell even more. So I do have so many tips and tricks, so you can check it out later. And the fifth one, and I talk about this on my channel many times, but we'll never get tired of it because so many of you are new here, is to offer your photography services to small businesses and locals. And I say this because as a beginner, me included, we tend to point too high. We point too high, we point to huge brands, and then we don't receive an email in return and we are not making money from that, okay? Because we are pointing too high and our level is not good enough. Think about coffee shops, restaurants, fashion brands, independent fashion brands in your streets, real estate agencies. You can shoot whatever you can imagine. Gyms, yoga studios, Pilates studios, the list goes on. You have so many options to shoot out there, and if you point little, is more likely you're gonna get the gigs. You have to point to these smaller businesses because most likely they don't have good photography yet in their social media accounts, in their websites. They need photos from you. Real estate, there is a lot of money there as well. So there are so many options for you to shoot, but if you point locally rather than to big companies, you're gonna be more likely to be successful. And a bonus tip as a beginner photographer, to start getting the ball rolling, you can offer discounted services to attract more clients. I know there are so many things you have to learn in the photography industry. It's not just about photography technique, and you're gonna have to keep feeding your skills to be able to grow, because you have to know about marketing, freelancing, organizing yourself, finance. And there is one specific platform I always recommend on my channel where you can find courses about everything I'm telling you about, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is the biggest online learning community for creatives when you can learn everything I'm telling you about, from filmmaking, photography, marketing, freelancing, everything you can imagine. And now to make it easier for you, you can find learning paths, which are group of classes that, taken in order, you're gonna be able to go from beginner to pro in any skill. I did learn video editing when I started my YouTube channel through Skillshare, and not long ago I took a learning path in productivity with Ali Abdal, and it did help me so much to organize my business, because as a freelancer and doing a million projects at the same time, I really needed some productivity systems to help me out, and I loved it. And this is going to be very helpful for you as well, productivity systems. So make sure to check it out, because today Skillshare is offering, through the link below, to the first 500 people a full free month trial, which means during that month you're going to be able to do any course you want and you're going to be able to do any learning path you want. So you don't have any excuse to keep learning and improving your skills to level up your photography business. So make sure to check it out below, and thank you so much Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go with the next way to make money with photography when you don't have any client and you don't know where to start from. That would be offering your services in freelancing platforms. You can offer your services in Fiverr.com, Upwork.com, People Per Hour. There are so many out there, and I do have a full video explaining you step by step how you can set up your profile as a photographer and start getting clients. Because once you set up your profile as a photographer, you're gonna be able to work with different clients in the photography sector or even photo retouching. You can do that as well. And these websites have a lot of traffic, so they're gonna help you to be discoverable in your area. And bonus tip, super important, and many people don't talk about this, is to put your fees very low. I know, hear me out. You have to put your fees very low to attract clients to you when you don't have a portfolio and you don't have reviews. These websites work with reviews, so make sure you put your fees quite low so people start to book you. Be very good offering your services, and I'm not talking just about quality, I'm talking about communication with your client and all these kind of things. And then when you get enough reviews, you're gonna be able to increase your fees. This is a great way to make money with photography if you don't have any client and you don't know where to start from. So I highly recommend you to watch that video later because it's gonna help you a lot. Woo, I'm tired of talking. Who are you getting on? So many things packed in one video. That's why today I'm explaining you only 8 ways, because otherwise this video is gonna take forever. But yeah, okay, little break for me as well. I'm gonna carry on. Let me take my notes. I have 2 more ideas to give you today. But gentle reminder, subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet, and like the video if you are taking value from it. It takes 1 second and it does help this channel, it helps me, and it helps the content to be discoverable on YouTube. So yeah, thank you so much for that. And let's carry on after this little break. The next one is huge, and you cannot overlook at this one because we are in 2024 by the time you're watching this video, and things have changed a lot and you can benefit from it, which is collaborating with influencers or small social media businesses. Take the advantage of social media, please. When I started 15 years ago, there was no social media, there was no Instagram, there was not this need of content creation. So yes, the market is saturated, it's many of us out there, so many photographers, but there is a space for everyone, okay? Again, same tip as before with the businesses, focus on the small ones as a beginner. Don't point too high, don't text an influencer, which is huge because probably they have amazing photos and they have amazing photographers. Maybe point to small influencers, small personal trainers as well, small yoga teachers, small. Go through Instagram, check them out and see which one you can help. So this is gonna help you a lot, guys, and you have to take advantage of social media. When I started, there was no ways to make money with photography like there are now. It was wedding photography maybe, portrait shots, very simple things, and nobody felt the need of getting photos done, okay? Now everyone needs photos and you can take advantage from it. You can offer those influencers and small businesses to take photos for their marketing materials, for their websites, for their Instagram account, you name it, in exchange for exposure if you are still too scared to get paid, or for money, even better, or start getting exposure and then you charge. This goes hand by hand, but use social media in your advantage. And the next point, and I'm very excited to talk about this one, probably you didn't even think about it, but again, it's 2024, things have changed and you really have to adapt, either you like it or not, if you want to make an income from this industry, which is creating a photography blog, or even better, a YouTube channel. I know, hear me out, you don't want to be in front of the camera, you feel maybe that you don't have anything to teach or to talk about. Well, it's not all about that. First of all, you can document your journey with your camera, your journey as a new photographer. And so many people gonna be relatable to you. So many people gonna relate to you and they're gonna watch you because maybe they want to learn at the same time you are learning. Don't underestimate this because there are so many people out there for everyone. There are so many beginners struggling. I always try to help you out in this channel, but it's fine for you to document your journey and maybe someone is gonna follow along. Or otherwise, this is very, very good to get clients. It's documenting your collaborations or your behind the scenes to start with. Why? Because you're gonna be way more discoverable on YouTube, more people gonna find you, potential clients gonna find you, and they're gonna see how you work and they're gonna feel they trust you more to book your services. YouTube helped me a lot to get new clients, guys, and new projects as well. Not necessarily shooting portrait photography, but other big things and interviews I had. It's gonna give you so much exposure to be on YouTube. And if you don't wanna be on YouTube, that's totally fine. You don't need to, even though it's gonna help you. You can create a photography blog because you're gonna get more discoverable as well on Google, and clients gonna see you have more skills as well rather than just photography. Everything you can do to be more out there for people to find you, it's gonna be gold. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, anything you can imagine, use social media in your advantage. Again, as I said before, I can't address this enough. because it does help a lot to be discoverable and start getting clients. We live in the best time ever to make money with photography. There are millions of photographers out there, I know, and they are freaking amazing. So you are probably terrified because you think you cannot make it because they are way too good. There is a lot of competition. I don't even know how many times I heard this from you. Let me tell you, when I moved from Spain to London, I was terrified as well. I couldn't speak the language. I didn't have a job. I didn't know anyone in the city. And I became a full-time freelance photographer and creative director. Regardless of the amazing quality photographers have in London, there is a space for everyone and for you too. And no, it's not too late to start because new businesses are burning every single day and they need your help. So embrace the process, don't get frustrated and trust in yourself, okay? I promise you it's gonna get better, and with all these ideas, you're gonna be able to start doing something with your camera, and then everything is gonna build up and you're gonna get there. I promise you that. And if you want to learn more with me, apart of subscribing to my channel, I do have a private community where you can learn way more with me because I share exclusive content over there, and it's also a way to support me and my channel. I'm gonna link it down below. You don't even need to sign up. You can browse and see if you like it. If you sign up, you're gonna have full access to all my past content as well. So go check it out and don't forget to grab your free trial of Skillshare. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Big love.